brought to life when I met you. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized here with you. Come on now. Now this love is for real. You will never let go, never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words. Love beyond my control, out of control. Hands up. This is real love. This is real love. Sing, this is real love. This is real love. Oh. Come on and say, you're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart till the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love. This is real love. In your heart I am found. I want you, I want you. You won't let me down. You got me, you got me. No time is for real. You will never let go, never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words. Love beyond my control, out of control. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart till the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love. This is real love. Oh. Come on, y'all. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart till the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. So this is real love. This is real love. Oh. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. 1, 2, 3, jump! This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. Oh. One more time, we say, you're pulling I got something to say and it will be heard. I made up my mind, not afraid to show. That's right, gonna leave the past behind, gonna let the whole world know I am who God says I am. Let me tell you now. I am who God says I am. I am forgiven, I am a winner, I have been chosen. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, I am yours. Forever. Jesus, I am yours. Forever. I am, Jesus, I am yours. I belong to the one who saved me. I belong to the one who gave his life. So I will take my place. I will stand and say, Jesus, I am yours. I am who God says I am. I am who God says I am. Let's go. I am who God says I am. 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 I am forgiven. I am a winner. I have been chosen. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, I am yours. that the highest king would welcome me. I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Oh, I am who you say I am. Yes, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am.
Man, I'm so excited that you guys are here today on this Mother's Day of 2020. I'm glad that you guys are resting and showing your mom how much you love her. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about honoring mothers today. You know, one of the things that we enjoy, I don't know about you, is as a kid, is track. And in fact, sometimes we like to do a lot of different things that involve track, like running, jumping to see who can jump the farthest. So different things like that. And even boys and girls today in schools and even in city leagues and clubs, they do a lot of things that involve track. One of the things that they love doing the most, though, is something I like to call relay races. You know, where one person runs, and they run as best as they can, as fast as they can, and they have a little thing in their hand called a baton. And then when they get to a certain point, there's another runner that's right there, and they start running together, and eventually the person who started the race hands the baton to the next person in line, and they continue on all the way through until the end of the race. You know, when Jesus ascended back to heaven, he passed the baton to us, and he told us that we need to do everything that he did. He wanted us to take up where he left off and do the exact same things that he did and he had done. So when we hear that, we can think of the miracles and the spectacular things that Christ did when he was on earth. But more importantly than that, he wanted us to be able to do those things so that people would have a hard time distinguishing where he left off and where we began. He wanted us to do and be and look exactly like he did. You know, it reminds me of a clip of an old television show that I used to watch, and probably your mom watched it as well. You see, the show is called I Love Lucy, and in this clip, Lucy had just moved to Hollywood, and she had been bragging to all of her friends and family that she knew famous people. So one day, a friend of hers decides to join her in Hollywood so that she could be introduced to some famous people. But you see, she needed glasses. She was a little bit of a hard to seeing person. So Lucy came up with this bright idea. She's like, well, I'm going to trick her and I'm going to cause her to think that I am somebody famous. So that way she won't know that I don't know anybody famous. Well, you watch the clip and you see what happens. Well, I don't know if you noticed this, but the real actor decided to show up. His name was Harpo Marx. And you know, Lucy, she was dressed like Harpo Marx. She did everything that Harpo Marx did. And it looked as though Harpo was looking in a mirror. When we are with Jesus, and when he passed the baton to us, he was essentially saying, okay, guys, everything that I did, everything I reminded you and taught you, I want you to be able to go out and do that for others. And not only that, the ways that I carried myself and acted and showed people how much I loved and cared for them, I want you to do that as well. I want you to follow my example of how I acted. So that way, when people look at you, they'll see me. You know, Jesus showed us how that we should treat our parents. So, if you have an ear, pay close attention on how we're supposed to be imitators of Jesus and obey our parents.
I need you to put your arms out like this, and when I throw the ball, you catch it. You ready? Here we go. Good job. All right. Let's go, team. Come on. Good job. Good job. Go! Go! That's my boy. How's that?
Tight.
That's how it's supposed to be. You want to be the one giving the hit, not taking it.
Welcome back to the national championship.
Game's back on. Come on, come on.
Facing off against the Hornets.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Did you see that? That's a late hit.
Touchdown, Wildcats! The Wildcats are national champions!
To go out like this in your senior year as a national champion has to be an incredible feeling.
It's unbelievable.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks back home?
Actually, there's somebody I want to give a special shout out to. Hi, Mom!
Hey, I trust that this Mother's Day weekend you're doing something special for your mom today. Perhaps you picked out a nice card for her. Hopefully you didn't just sign your name on it but that you took the time to write a love note or something special on the inside, telling her how much you love and appreciate her. But you know, unfortunately, some boys and girls only show that love and respect for their mom on special days, like today. The rest of the year, they won't obey their mom for anything. When moms tell us to pick up our clothes off the floor or to take out the trash, her words go in one ear and right out the other. In fact, some boys and girls, they actually have the nerve to talk back to their moms and show her disrespect. But on Mother's Day, they get their acts together and spend a couple bucks to shine for their mom. You see, that's kind of a shame. Let's take a minute and watch a video clip that shows how Jesus honored his mother. Before we show the clip though, and while you're watching the clip, I want you to notice two things. First of all, I want you to notice how old Jesus was when he honored his mother. The second thing is, I want you to notice where they were when Jesus obeyed his mother.
2 days later, there was a wedding in the town of Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there. And Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine had given out, Jesus' mother said to him, "They are out of wine."
Madam, what do you have to do with this? My time has not yet come.
Do whatever he tells you.
The Jews have rules about ritual washing, and for this purpose 6 stone water jars were there, each one large enough to hold between 20 and 30 gallons.
Fill these jars with water.
They filled them to the brim.
Now draw some water out and take it to the man in charge of the feast.
They took him the water, which now had turned into wine, and he tasted it. He did not know where this wine had come from, but of course the servants who had drawn out the water knew. So he called the bridegroom.
Everyone else serves the best wine first, and after the guests have drunk a lot, he serves the ordinary wine. But you have kept the best wine until now.
Jesus performed this first miracle.
Did you see what I wanted you to notice? First of all, how old was Jesus when he obeyed his mother? Was he a child? No. Was he a teenager? No, he was an adult. He knew the importance of always honoring his mother and showing her the respect that she was due. Second, when did this happen? Was it on the day that honors mothers, like Mother's Day? Was it her birthday? I mean, the Bible doesn't say it was her birthday or anything special about her. But we can assume that Jesus was obeying and honoring his mother on a regular, simple day, just like he did every other day. And then on top of that, where was Jesus when he honored his mother and obeyed her? Was he at church? No, he was at a party. You see, Jesus knew the importance of always obeying his mom. In other words, it wasn't something that he did occasionally or when he did at church or in public. Jesus knew the importance of always following the Bible's instruction, which is found in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2. It says, honor your mother and father, which is the first commandment with a promise. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. What's that promise? That we will live a long and blessed life. You see, it's not just one day out of the year that we should honor and obey our mom. It's not just maybe a specific holiday or a specific time frame like the hours of 9 to 2 or 9 to 5. No. We need to honor her every single day. And you know, with this kind of promise of a long and blessed life, why would you not want to honor your mom every single day? Why would you just try to honor her one time, one day out of the year? I mean, honestly, the promise of a long and blessed life is worth going after every single day. Let's say our verse together on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. Ephesians 6, 2. All right, let's say it again. Everyone stand to your feet. Let's say it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. Ephesians 6, 2. All right, you guys can be seated. Watch this.
What makes your mom happy?
Flowers. When I listen. When I be good or something. A hug. Oh, no, that's too tight.
What makes your mom sad?
When I don't listen. Like when we get hurt.
What's something that your mom does every day?
Read the Bible. Cleans the house. I think work. Kisses me.
What's something your mom always says to you?
I love you. Brush my teeth. Go clean your room. Behave. Don't let the dog upstairs. Do not bother Mom while she's sleeping.
How old is your mom?
I think 5. 12. That's a very, very tricky question. I know she's a half and something. 70.
What's your mom's favorite thing to do?
Play with me. Sit in that chair. Date night. Shopping. Go shopping. Just do shopping every day. She always wants to go shopping. Me and I get tired doing that. It's kind of boring.
Where's your mom's favorite place to go?
Chinese restaurant. An animal shelter. I think it's to the mall. Go to the restroom.
How are you and your mom the same?
Our hair. Our eyes. We have the same thumbs. We're really flexible. We both have long tongues, but my sister and my dad don't really.
How are you and your mom different?
Our eyes are different. The color of me. I'm brown and she's tan. Mom has curly hair and I have straight hair. I do have better abs.
What's your favorite thing about your mom?
That she doesn't like to be away from us. When she gets down on the floor and plays with me. She's a really good teacher. I like her face. Her smile. When she lets me put on her makeup. That I can cuddle with her at night. She is really special. She's really, 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 really nice.
How do you know that your mom loves you?
She prays and she kisses me and she says, I love you. Because she's in my family. How she takes care of us. By making breakfast, doing my laundry. That she helps me get dressed. Takes me to all the things I do after school. That she plays games with me. Play soccer with me. Play bubbles. When I sit in her lap. We watch movies. We get our nails painted. Make a scrapbook. Fish outside cookouts and bonfires. She spends time with us and not all by herself. She's patient with us. She does everything with me. Because she says it every day. Kisses me every night. And all kinds of stuff. I just know that she loves me because she says, I'll always love you. She's awesome. She loves me no matter what. Like God. I love you, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day.
You know, if this is nothing more than just some information to cram into our brains, then we're in trouble. Just learning a Bible verse and a Bible story won't really do anything for us. You got to remember, we are to be imitators of Jesus. That means that action is involved. Let's take what we've learned today, and I'm going to ask you to make a list of some examples of what you could do to follow Jesus' example and honor your mothers today and every day.
Children, for decades now, have been dropping coins into the barrel and been making a huge difference in the kingdom of God around the world.
BGMC, Buddy, has been teaching the youngest in our fellowship to live for something beyond themselves.
This year alone, BGMC has taken the gospel to more than 30,000 children around the world.
I've learned that when you sacrifice and you give, God blesses you.
Number of kids committed to a missions-focused life are inspiring incredible generosity. Since 1949, over $160 million has been raised, and we are just getting started.
I'm so glad that you joined us today, and I hope and pray that you take this lesson, put it into good use, and honor your mother every single day. I look forward to seeing you again. And don't forget, God loves you, and I love you too. Bye.